Another Brick Fan here with day 23 of the 2019 Advent calendars. My order stays the same with Star Wars in the lead, followed by Harry Potter, then City, although Harry Potter and City are very close. Let's do a quick recap of the builds we've seen so far. For Star Wars, we started with a Star Destroyer, then Kylo Ren's shuttle, followed by a Stormtrooper, a large laser cannon, Poe Dameron's X-Wing, Resistance Shuttle, Chewbacca, Octo Island, Luke Skywalker, Quad Jumper, terrain with a laser emplacement, a Death Star Gunner, a Mouse Droid, Corporate Alliance Tank Droid, a Battle Droid, an MTT, an Escape Pod, Rebel Trooper, a Mynock, Echo Base, a Cloud Car, and yesterday a Cloud Car Pilot. For Harry Potter, we started with Harry and his Christmas sweater, followed by a mini Hogwarts Express, then snowy trees, a Christmas tree, the Gryffindor banners, Professor McGonagall, a table with goblets, a plate and some food, the Slytherin banners, Ron and his Christmas sweater, a table with a candle, more food items, the Ravenclaw banners, Hermione Granger, the snowman, chess set, the Hufflepuff banners, Professor Flitwick, a fireplace build, a pedestal, a golden statue minifigure, and yesterday's build was a set of Christmas presents. City began with an ATV snowplow, followed by a snow thrower, a snow sweeper, an ice castle, a chopping block, Christmas tree, a kid with a propeller cap, Christmas presents, a snowman, a photographer, stones for a curling game, a rocking chair and a lamp on a table, a woman with a book, Santa's treats on a table, a snowmobile, a stove, an older man with a sprayer, a table with food on it, a grandfather clock, a snowboarder, a telescope, and yesterday we had a fireplace build. Let's get into today's builds. Day 23 is on the far side here. Let's open that up. And it looks like we have a Gonk Droid in Christmas colors. A couple of interesting features about this Gonk Droid build. First off, he's in the red and green Christmas colors, and it's kind of dressed up to look like a present. And with the ribbons here, and this could either be a ribbon or perhaps like a wind-up, like a key wind-up. Just depends on your interpretation. I like the use of these silver studs, both right here kind of as his sensor perhaps, and then on the bottom you see that the feet were made up of a couple of these silver studs and then these one by one rounded with a clip on the front, or with a rod, excuse me, on the front here. I think it's a good representation of this droid. This droid fits really well for Lego because it was a square droid in and of itself. And I think this is a really clever build with the color scheme and the use of the alternating red and green to make it look like a present. Very nicely done. Let's move on to Harry Potter. Here's Harry Potter, and day 23 is right over here. Open that up. And it looks like we got Dumbledore. Here is Dumbledore, who is our day 23 build for the Harry Potter Advent calendar. This figure is, I don't think, exclusive. I believe this is the same print we got in some of the Harry Potter sets, the newer Harry Potter sets from the last couple of years. One thing, he does have really good printing here on his robes in this dark red, and they use a brown and some gold to do the printing here. The beard gets in the way, so let me move his beard out of the way. With his beard out of the way, you get a really good look at the detailed printing here on his torso, and I like how it goes all the way down front of his legs. It's done really, really well and fits beautifully together. Also, because of the beard, you don't get to see his facial expression. So in this case, he does have some good printing here of the gray for the beard and then a very neutral expression. He is not wearing his glasses on this expression, but if we go around to the back, you see that he does have his half-moon spectacles on, here printed in gold. And then a slightly different eyes and the mouth just a little bit upturned. I do like the back printing on this, which is done with his hood. Some really nice embroidery represented here with this gold printing along his collar. Once again, with the hair in place, you don't get to see any of that fantastic printing on the minifigure. So here he is all put together with his alternate expression. You can see now that he's wearing the half-moon spectacles. That's really the only difference you can see because the mouth is covered up by the beard. But very good. This is a very good Dumbledore figure. I like it a lot, and we got a lot of really good characters in this Advent calendar build. Let's move on to the city build for today. Here we are on our city build for day 23 over here in the side. Open this up, and it looks like it's a dog sled. So we'll get that taken out and built. Here is the dog sled build, and you see that it is big enough to put a minifigure here on the back. I like how they use these robot arms to represent the harness that connects the dog. And then they use these nice 1x1s with a 2-stud long rail here as the runners for the sled. This husky is a really nice piece. I really like the printing on it, very expressive face, some little detailing on the inside of the ears. It does look dual molded, so it's gray and white kind of blended together back here. So I'm sure each one of these looks slightly different. Gives for a really nice looking dog piece. And then of course he's got the stud on the top, which allows you to put this little T piece in place and link him up to the sled. A very well done build for day 23. Let's do a recap of all the builds for today. Here are all of today's builds. It's a very close call for me today. I think all of them are really, really nice. Since I have to choose one, I'm going to go ahead and choose Dumbledore because I think the printing on his robes is excellent. I like all of the printing on the Dumbledore minifigure. I like the gray beard and hair. I think they look really good. And the facial expression, what you can actually see here, looks very good as well. I think dressing the Gonk Droid up as a Christmas present was very clever, and it does look very good at this scale. And I really do like the husky piece, the little dog that came with the dog sled for City. Come back tomorrow for day 24, which will finish up all of the Advent calendar. Until then, happy building. If you like this video, hit that like button and be sure and subscribe to see more of my content. If you've missed any of my daily Advent builds, take a look at my Advent calendar playlist up here on the screen.